Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away. Oh, tremendous, Allie. Thank you. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Jackson. Brooks finds Morant. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Russell. Towns against Jackson with the step back. Towns passes to Russell. Now Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Towns' three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Morant. Spins. Bain, the pass to Morant. And stolen by Edwards. Outside McDaniels from behind the arc. A rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. Brooks drives in. Misses the baby hook. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Edwards against Brooks. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson finds Morant. Outside Bain. And stolen by Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Bain. Now Morant. Now here's Adams. And he converts the layup.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Russell, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Bain. This one for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Inside. And stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Morant. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Russell against Morant. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Edwards with it. banked it in off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Jackson for three. Hits the three-pointer. And it's all knotted up.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Pass to Gobert. Over to the left wing. Russell with the ball. Pounded by Morant. Bain against Edwards. Towns with the ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent.
Here's Russell. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
5 ticks left in the first. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies? The Timberwolves trail. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And he gets that one. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. Pass to Towns. And here's McDaniels. Second chance effort. Yep, that one's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Bain. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Count it. Good.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Russell. Knocks down the triple. Russell's got 5 now.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Jackson for 3. Rebound Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. He has 6. Morant against Russell. Up top, Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Russell. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Who poked away.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Right wing. Adams finds Bain. Jackson attacking. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
Outside Russell. Here's McDaniels. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
What is going on right now?
Outside Morant. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Towns a screen on Morant. Here's Edwards. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards against Brooks. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside for Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. 3 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. Towns finds Russell. To the wing, right side. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. He gets it up. Oh, he beats the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama. Pass to Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel for the lead. And it's McLaughlin missing. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Conchar. The reverse. The fadeaway. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Prince. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And so he makes both from the line. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Green. There's the three. And Jones, good for three. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's McLaughlin, outside Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Back to Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. An easy two on the layup. McLaughlin's got 5 points. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Green. Outside Jones. Tillman in the post. Reed defending. Oh, and Reed with a block. Prince on the attack, and he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Now Reed. Here's Brent. Green covering. Here's Noel. Left side Anderson. Goes back up. Reed. Tip back in for two.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip in.
Now here's Jones. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Aldama. Second shot opportunity. Nice D from Reed. And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson inside. Comes up empty down low.
He just can't resist the urge to try and do something special, and it cost them 2 points.
Pass to Aldama. Jones with the ball. Outside, Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And he jams it home with authority.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Anderson with a screen. Prince on the attack. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Aldama. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Tipped. And we've reached the end of the third. The T-Wolves on top, up 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Jones. Tie Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Green in the post. Working on McDaniels. Here's Jones. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Russell. Edwards for three. Towns finds Russell. Takes the three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Russell against Jones. And the Grizzlies call time here. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
As always, Allie, we thank you. McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to Daniels. Left side, Russell. Edwards for three. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson down low. Guarded by Russell. Here's Moran. Rebound, Minnesota.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Gobert. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Payne. 4 on the clock. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
From deep, Payne nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Offensive board. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Outside for Moran. Back to Jackson. The three is up. Towns with a rebound.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the defense got one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Oh, a tricky move by Jackson Jr. Use a little pump fake to get the defender off balance.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that trims the lead to 6.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
And here's Morant. And he can't get that one. McDaniels with some nice D. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Stolen by Bane. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Russell to pass to Edwards. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Bain finds Adams. Back to Bain. To the inside. Off the mark. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the...
Oh, say does that.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some, and Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And that's Boardman living up to his name. Kawhi on the inside.
Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Jackson with a screen on George. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Bain.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Now here's Brooks. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. And he lays it up and in. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Leonard finds Wall. Back to Leonard. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And here's Brooks. Pass to Bain. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in L.A., they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Here's Bain. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Jacks up a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Zubac. George drives in. Here's Wall. Outside Covington. Here's Leonard. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
Second open foul. Third team foul. At the line from Memphis, Desmond Bain.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to George. It's Covington on the wing. And the 3 off target. Memphis leading. And stolen by Covington. George outside. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Out to the right wing. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter here. That shot wide open. Leonard's got 5.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. They grab their own miss. Outside for Morant. Launches a 3. Jackson can't get it to go. Now George. Down low. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the group for Memphis. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to
the previous play is under
18.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Ball no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Adams, the pass to Bain. Up top, Brooks. Leonard defending. A good look from Bain. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Zubac's shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Left side, Morant. Pass to Adams. Now here's Bain. Outside Morant. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Morant. Bain's got 7 points.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Here's Wall. Out to Covington. Beyond the arc. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Outside Wall. 5 on the clock. Leonard passes to Zubac. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And Zubats drops them both. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Hey, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Jackson, the pass to Bain. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's all from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's got 9.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
George outside. Pass to Covington. Leonard against Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the Rookie of the Year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
Wall, the pass to George. Nice move. And George with the jam.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
The 3 from Bain. And another miss by Memphis.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Morant, no good. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. George passes to Leonard. It's George with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. He's got his 4th rebound in this one. Going inside. And that one's good. Morant.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks very much, Allie. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Even Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the 1.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
The Grizzlies shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Aldama. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself or whiffing a bit on that one.
Foul in the post. Defended by Jones. Shot clock at 6.
Memphis foul. John Concord. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Batum. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Conchar. They get it back.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Jackson with it. It's picked up by Jones. There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Green against Morris. Jackson down low. Shot clock at 3. A leaner. And too long on the shot.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Jackson, pass to Morris. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Shooting score.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. Here's Jones. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Aldama. Jones against Jackson. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Tillman. Clock at 4. Lays it up and banks it in.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Up top, Jackson. Pass to Batum.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, John Conchar. At the line for 1.
For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside Jones. Pass to Green. Back to Jones. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Jackson outside. Morris for 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. On the attack, Green. And that one good. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Pass to Batum. Back to Kennard. And here's Batum. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Aldama. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson on the wing. Morris for three. Drills it from deep. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
It's Tillman, high post, outside Jones. To the right side. On the wing, Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Tillman. Here's Green. Another shot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Norman Powell.
But the little up fake gets the defender in the air. That's something Green's been working on.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
And both free throws good for Green. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 now.
Jackson loves getting into the lane and trying to draw guys in and take a few bumps.
Back to Jones. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Wall, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Bain against George. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Batum is checked in for Covington.
Coming up to the floor for the Clippers, Nick Batum.
Wall against Moran. With the slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Zubac passes to George. Basket's good. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Ball with it. Jackson in his pocket. Batum outside. And Moran over to help. Wall finds Zubac. 6 to shoot. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Jackson. Driving in. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And so here are the Clippers. Right side wall. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Here's Here's Wall. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Here's Morant into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want, and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Wall finds Leonard. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a nice 50% for the game. Outside Morant. To the middle. Hangs in the air. Jackson can't get it to go. The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Here's Batum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Pass to Morant. Down low. Here's Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
Pretty much the only way to keep them from taking advantage of you down low. You've got to play tough, physical defense.
Leonard for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. They need this. And Adams lays it in.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Wall, the pass to Batum. Wall against Morant. George outside. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Brooks. Leonard defending. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's George. Nice move. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
George really efficient close to the hoop. He makes the most of just about every chance down low.
Ball against Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
All with it. Picked up by Edwards. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the three ball is good.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
They get it back. Passes it to Gobert. Edwards dishes to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Three-pointers off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's George, and stolen by Russell. Leonard against Edwards. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Wall against Russell. A nice shot by Wall.
Hey, there's no denying it. John Wall has some of the best handles in the NBA. And if you're not careful, he'll make you look real bad.
Russell against Wall. To the left side wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look down below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Russell against Wall. Leonard the pass to George. Outside, Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Russell kicks to Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over EPC Zubac.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Outside, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Takes it out to Covington. On the wing, George. Back to Covington. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. And here's George. Los Angeles with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
It's Russell with the drive. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. Defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Gobert with the block. Now here's McDaniel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now Leonard. And the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Edwards finds McDaniel. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. He's averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards passes to Russell. Outside, Towns. It's stolen by Wall. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Outside Covington. His first shot coming late. Towns with the steal. Pass to Russell. He kicks it to Gobert. Back to Russell. Here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
All taking his time here. Towns with the steal. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. There's the dish to Russell. Back to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Clippers trail by 9. Outside, Wall. Outside for George. A 3-ball. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Towns. Buries it down low. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers call time here. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Outside, George. Will it go? He feeds it to Covington. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Robert Covington picks one up, and this is his second trip to the line tonight.
How about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Russell passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Covington wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
That one good for two. McDaniels got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the box.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And he can't hit the second.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Here's Leonard. Passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Outside Edwards. And we finished one half of basketball. Minnesota on top. Thank you, David, for that interview. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
We've got Prince. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Jackson kicks to Batum. Kennard the pass to Batum. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Morris. Stolen by Reed.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
The kick out to Anderson. Prince the pass to Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Out to Morris. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Prince. Powell with the steal. To the inside. Anderson with the block. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And McLaughlin gets it to go.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And the Clippers call time here. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. Kennard for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin. Out left to the wing. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Kennard for 3. The rebound by Anderson.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Left side, Jackson. The pass to Kennard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pins outside. To the wing on the left. A three from Anderson. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard up top. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Batum. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And that one, good. Noel's got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here is Los Angeles now. Powell dishes to Jackson. Powell inside. Guarded by Prince. Outside for Batum. Clock at 4. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Ball hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and Wall repeatedly is able to do damage inside because of it.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Love the consistency at the free throw line in this one, too, fellas. Getting a healthy number of points off trips to the line.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Pass to Noel. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Noel's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's George, and he converts the layup.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
There's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And so it's Minnesota riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1.
If Towns gets a good look at the three, you feel like it's going in.
It's stolen by Edwards. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
For three, Edwards. Wall grabs the board. The Clippers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Gobert. Passes it to George. And here's Leonard from three. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Russell with the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
Outside, George. Here he goes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard, shoots over McDaniel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Oh, and the chant by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Pass to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And Russell puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Outside for George. Leonard attacking. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Getting a step on the defense there. Once Leonard has this, you know he's going to capitalize.
Out to Edwards. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. Pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Leonard with the bucket.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Russell looking it over. Outside, Towns jacks up a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's Covington from the arc. No good that time. Outside, Edwards. Kicks it to McDaniels. Puts up a three. Outside, Towns. Here's Russell with the three. Off the mark. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd.
Know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Russell with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Adams finds Brooks. Over to the wing. Outside Morant. To the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists. In the 2021-22 season, we saw John Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Kicks it out to Jackson. He buries it from three. Jackson's got 5.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Now here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Well, Smitty with Morant His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Russell. Launches it. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Back to Jackson. Bain with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Just 3 to shoot. There's Jackson with the 3. Memphis the rebound. Brooks the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Jackson on the wing. Here's Morant to the paint. Tries again. And it's Adams missing. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together. Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Russell against Morant. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Towns. 4 on the clock. Russell from outside. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. Outside Bain. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
It's both from the stripe.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Bain. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Morant against Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Deflects the pass. Towns. He's off on the layup.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
The 3 from Russell. Sends it home from three-point land. Russell's got 5.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Well, a good close contest so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Morant. to Adams. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Adams, a pass to Jackson. Up top, Brooks. Here's Morant. Oh, good D by Edwards. Now the Timberwolves with it. Towns passes to Edwards. Now Russell. Now here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got his second basket.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside for Brooks. Fires the three. Oh, flanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to bring.
And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Bain finds Jackson. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Jackson. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Now here's Russell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Brooks left side. Inside. Shot from the low block. A good look from Bain. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Beautiful touch from Desmond Bain. So good from the mid-range.
Russell against Morant. Russell pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Guarded by Bain. 5 on the clock. Towns can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Russell. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Morant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Bain. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. From outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Outside for Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Up top, Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with the forward.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. To the middle. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Towns. Gobert's got his first points in this one. Outside Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Good on the second one. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-3 run. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams. Edwards against Bain. Here's Morant. And the shot goes in. Morant's got 7.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter.
The Grizzlies, 19.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Conchar drives in. Rebound Minnesota. Anderson inside. He's against Tillman. Pass to McLaughlin. The 3 connects from downtown. McLaughlin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Outside Jones. Outside Green. Back to Jones. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Outside Jones. Shoots it from the corner. Second chance shot. Tillman. And the layup is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Right side Jones. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
We all know Kyle Anderson can do it all. Once he gets a little bit more consistent with his shot, watch out.
Both good from the line that time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Pass to Aldama. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're running. Here's Prince. Fires in the triple. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Outside Jones. Back to Tillman. Shoots over Reed. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one misses.
At the line for 2.
So he comes up empty at the line. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Noel, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Aldama. Here's Tillman. Reed defending. And the basket by Tillman. Tillman's gotten 4 this quarter.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin. On the wing, Noel. Six on the shot clock. And that one is stopped right through.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And the basket by Tillman.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Here's Prince. From the arc. Conchar pulls it in.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Green finds Jones. Here's Aldama. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Anderson. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Prince. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Aldama driving to the basket. And the layup is good off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's McLaughlin. That one is off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Xavier Tillman. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Prince can't hit.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Green, the pass to Jones. Outside for Green. Got a hand on it.
Torian Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Pass to Jones. Back to Conchar. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one's long.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's Russell. Gets a very good look and converts. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. Edwards pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. That falls. assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Will it go? That shot is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. The three from Russell. That's off target. Now 6 for 10.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brooks finds Bain. Outside for Brooks. Out to the right wing. And here's Morant outside. Prince grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Gobert passes to Towns. Russell with the ball. Pass to Prince. The three ball. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson getting it done in transition.
Outside Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bain with it. Russell covering. There's Jackson with the three. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Outside Russell. There's a minute 17 left in the game.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Bain into the lane. Jackson on the wing. Covered by Towns. Here's Morant. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Outside Russell. Edwards fires from way outside. Here's Prince. Misses the three.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. Desmond Bain is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bain against Edwards. Back to Russell. To the inside. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Bain. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Boy, a hard-fought.
lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morant passes to Bain. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Wall kicks to Leonard over Brooks. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Memphis shooting their first free throw this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Memphis with the ball.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nifty move. Here's Zubats. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Here's Wall. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got nice soft touch around the rim.
Wall attacking. Kicks it out to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Brooks. Down low. Here's Morant. And it's Memphis with another.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Wall dishes to George. To stop the run, inside. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson with it. Now Covington defending. Jackson passes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Outside, Bain. Lock at 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Now here's Leonard. Covington in the corner. Here's Zubats. Tries again, and it's good on the way up.
Second chance points always hurt. There's not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Brooks. Adams with the screen on George. Bain inside the three-point line. And that one hits back iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Out to Brooks. Back to Bain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The kick out to Wall. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Just 5 to shoot. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Leonard from downtown. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. The drive by Bain. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And it's Wall with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3.
The Grizzlies fans, please give a big round of applause for the Clippers.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Memphis. Here's Morant. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 5. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
And Adams kicks to Morant.
Come get it, come get it.
Driving in. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Ball passes to Leonard. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Wall finds Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angle, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Wall against Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Defense. LA basketball.
Clippers trail by 4. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside, George. With the crossover. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And a wide open look for Bain. And it's Memphis with another.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Outside for George. And Bain pulls it down.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Outside for Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Ball against Morant. Pulls up. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wall.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Leonard against Brooks. And it's Leonard with a sensational play. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Morant looking around. Jackson passes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. Wall grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard finds Covington to the right side. Morant against Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Bing. Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
George against Bain. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Covington passes to Leonard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 6.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jackson dishes to Morant. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. And another shot. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. As the thank you, David. And we're back. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Desmond Bain really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jones, and it's Tillman in at center. Jones kicks to Green. Right wing. Just 4 to shoot. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Shot up 2 there. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
You see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Jones, the pass to Green. Pass to Tillman. Off the left rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Aldama can't hit. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson passes to Batum. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
More of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jones against Jackson. Aldama passes to Green. It's stolen by Morris. And at the top of the key, Batum. Out to Morris. Now the pass to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Conchar, the pass to Green. Passes it to Conchar. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Memphis making a change here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Back to Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Jones dishes to Green. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jones. Fires for 3. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Kennard's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Shakes him. And the rejection by Clark. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. .121 left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside, Jones. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Jackson looking around. Morris passes to Powell. Sweet move. Pass to Batum. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here is Powell. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
It's blocked. Now Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Clark for three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're and this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Clippers leading by 10. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes, baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
Wall against Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Jack. He's always looking to move that ball.
Ball against Morant. Ball, that's good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Morant with it. George picks him up. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Hit the long-range shots. John wants to challenge you down low.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Morant against Wall. It's George on the wing. Leonard kicks to George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. Feeds to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
All with it. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Zubac. And the layup's good off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Bain finds Jackson. Wants to get it to Bain, and does. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. Brooks the pass to Morant. Bain for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Right side Wall. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
John Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and roll.
Zubac, a screen on Brooks. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks kicks to Morant. Back to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Defended by Covington. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside Wall. Covington with it. He's picked up by Morant. From deep, George. It's hauled in by Adams. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That was just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Outside Leonard. It's in!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And here's Morant to the middle. Money!
He's the shooter in motion and is confident he can run with the lead pass. Well done.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put out here tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Brian. The Clippers.
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Allie. Thank you.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Outside wall. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor to the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Now here's Covington. Out to Leonard. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 6.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Once again, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Wall. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
The kick out to Wall. Looking to win the run. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. To get it again. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Clock at 4. Another shot. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
George finds Covington. George against Edwards. Zubac inside. Misses the layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Second chance effort. And so he draws the foul to get into the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. George outside. Down low. Oh, they need this. He can't hit that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
LA foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Throw good, Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force, but it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And the Clippers have possession. A 12-point game. George passes to Wall. Out to Covington. George outside. Yes, it's good.
What a move by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
Wall against Russell. Pass to McDaniels. The three. The shot by Russell, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
The kick out to Edwards. Fires the three. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. We're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. George against Russell. Kennard, right side. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Basket counts. Zubac has got his second basket of the game. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
McDaniels finds Russell. That one off the back iron and out. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Zubac high post. Batum left side. Here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Towns. Russell with the ball. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. George outside. Kennard outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to Kennard. And here's Zubac. Nice move. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's George.
2 minutes remaining.
Leonard on the wing. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 5 points.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Edwards against Kennard. Outside for Russell. Gobert passes to Russell. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
The Clippers trail. George outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Timeout call the Timberwolves.
Paul George at the line for 1. Timberwolves timeout call. Who out there wants a free t-shirt? That was your Clippers spirit. Let's hear it.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
It's Edwards on the wing. On the take. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Pass to Batum. Shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, if you're going to concede anything, I guess you'd prefer Towns get to the mid-range, but boy, he is so consistent.
Leonard on the take, and the dunk by Leonard.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Outside Russell. First half now in the books.
With the score, the Clippers 16, the Timberwolves, 24.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for Minnesota, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Anderson in at the power forward. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. From downtown. Powell pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, an excellent free throw shooter. Luke Kennard is not the guy you want to send to the line.
That free throw misses.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson, to the left wing. Back to Prince. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Anderson passes to Reid. Back to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Batum, and it's John Wall in for Kennard.
For your Clippers break.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
The speed and the handle of John Wall, just breathtaking.
Here's Noel, defended by Jackson. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair on Robert Covington. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Covington. Rebound Minnesota. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Noel. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Covington over to help. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Noel. To the inside. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Left side Wall. Morris passes to Wall. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
That is big time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Outside Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Inside. It's stolen by Wall. Morris down low. Anderson's there. The layup off target. Minnesota in the lead. The three is up. Noel, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Powell passes to Wall. Now Powell. The kick out to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Don't allow John Wall to get that kind of space at the rim. The vertical is pure.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Minnesota is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Batum finds George. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 7 points.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Now here's Russell. Outside McDaniels. Hook loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Kennard with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing should be much of a concern.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell is checked in. Outside McDaniels. 3-pointer. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 6 in the quarter.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one, and not so fast.
The previous play is
going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like we're overturning the call. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Batum outside for 3. Zubac passes to Leonard. George outside. Batum outside. Pass to Leonard. The shot off that time. McDaniels with some nice D. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Edwards. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. He'll go on Luke Kennard.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them he likes what he's seeing inside, saying, quote, stay on the attack. Getting to the rim is working for us right now. Attack until they stop us. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie.
Well, the Claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Leonard. Here's Kennard, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Russell up top, defended by Kennard. The ball's knocked loose. Edwards finds Towns. And there's the drive. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Boy, you can see the work Karl Anthony Towns put in on that handle. That was special.
Out to Leonard. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a three-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
Kennard against Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. To the paint. Now Edwards. Stolen by Kennard. George outside. Now here's Leonard. Tipped away. It's stolen by Leonard. The shot's good.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside for Russell. The three is up. Nails it from 3.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
George against Edwards. Launches it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
Timeout called. The Clippers. They're down by 6. 1:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Covington's checked in for Kennard. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. George. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Russell pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Russell finds Towns. Gobert with a screen on Batum. 5 to shoot. Towns can't get it to go. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Batum's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's stolen. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 6. Outside McDaniels. Gobert passes to Russell. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Here's George. And Gobert with a block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Up top, Edwards. Shoots over George. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Towns. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. 15 seconds left in the final quarter. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Until they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out. He drops the first one. And that brings him within 5. And Leonard drops them both.
As even a temperament as you'll ever find, Leonard is usually nails at the line, especially at the end of games.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.